Hello everybody, Inter back again with another video. And today people, we're gonna talk about Rafael Nadal. Is he only good on clay or not? Because people, I'm gonna say to you what this channel is about. This channel is about things that I have heard over the years, about things that I have read over the years. Because like you know by now, I'm a big tennis fantasy people. I'm big tennis fan, and I read very much when I have time, when I can, and I try to find time as much as I can. And I've read over the years that Rafa Nadal is only good on clay and things like that. Of course, most of these people who write these things are not Nadal fans. And you know me by now, people. I am not a Nadal fan. I'm gonna be honest to you, people. Even though I have been accused to be a Nadal fan because I praise him and things like that, I praise all good players, people. I give criticism when it is necessary, and I praise people and I praise players when it is necessary. I am not a biased fan, you know. I have admitted that I'm a Federer fan, but it doesn't mean that when Federer does a bad match, I'm gonna say he was so good and things like that. No. I don't work like that, people. Forget that. You're gonna get honestly from me, nothing else, people. No matter who the player is, no matter who the player is, it doesn't matter, people. And I'm gonna give an honest opinion about Rafa Nadal, like many people have wrote over the years on different social medias. Is Rafa Nadal only good on clay? Is Rafa Nadal only a clay court specialist? No, people. Rafa Nadal is not only good on clay. Rafa Nadal is not only a clay court specialist. Of course not. Rafa Nadal is the best player of all time on clay. I am pretty confident and I'm pretty sure we're never gonna witness some player like Rafa Nadal on clay ever again. What he has done on clay and still is doing will be unmatched, people. We will never gonna see a player like Rafa Nadal ever again on this surface. What he has done and still is doing is out of this world, people. It is unmatched. We have not ever seen before. The closest player that has done similar results like him is Björn Borg and Vilas, people. The great Swede and the great Argentinian. These two players are the closest that has come close to this clay court beast Rafael Nadal. On this critical surface I'm talking about now. I'm talking about clay court now, people. Not the all surfaces in general. I'm talking about clay court matches and clay court results. And Björn Borg and Guillermo Vilas is the only two players that can come close to Rafa Nadal. And when I say close, they are not deadly close, but these two are the only one that we can compare Rafa Nadal against. But of course, Rafa Nadal is in his own league. He has won 11 French Open titles and will still win more. I am pretty confident about that. How many more? I don't know. But I don't think he has won his last French Open title. So much I can say. So, is Rafa Nadal only good on clay? Is Rafa Nadal only a clay court specialist and nothing more? No, people. Of course not. He has 5 Wimbledon finals. He has 5 Australian Open finals. He has 4 US Open finals. He has 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open. Can we call a player like that only good on clay? Can we call a player like that only a clay court specialist? Come on, people, give me a break. I never I don't used to be angry. But when I read people writing Rafa Nadal is only good on clay, Rafa Nadal is only a clay court specialist, I mean, man, are these dudes watching the same sport as I do? Are these dudes watching the same player as I do? Come on, people. You cannot call a player who has 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open only a clay court specialist. You could call a player like Thomas Muster only a clay court specialist who didn't make so much good results outside French Open. You can call a player like that, or a player like Alex Correcha, a former clay court specialist from Spain, or a player like Gustavo Kuerten, who did won 3 French Open titles, but never played a Grand Slam final on the other 3 events, if I can remember correctly. I don't think Gustavo Kuerten has ever played an Australian Open final or a Wimbledon final or a US Open final. I am pretty sure about this, but if I'm wrong, correct me, people, on the comments section down below. These 3 players we can call only good on clay, only clay court specialist: Thomas Muster, Alex Correcha, Gustavo Kuerten, to name a few. But Rafael Nadal, with 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open, no, people. Don't say these crazy things, because when people say these crazy things, they are describing Rafael Nadal very, very unfair. Very unfair. Yeah, I get it. He is most dominant on clay. His best surface is on clay. Of course, because I don't need even to say which surface is his best surface, because the results tells it itself. 11 French Open titles. Of course, his best surface is on clay. He is the overwhelming favorite when he plays French Open. It has never been, seriously, people, it has never been a more overwhelming favorite in a specific Grand Slam event like Rafa Nadal has been over the years in French Open. We have had favorites in Grand Slams events over the years, like Pistol Pete was for many years at Wimbledon, like Roger Federer has been for many years in Wimbledon. But they were not even close as overwhelming favorite like Rafa Nadal is in French Open. Is and has been for more than 10 years in French Open. It is not even worth to put some money on Rafa Nadal as the winner in French Open, because his odds are so low. His odds are so low. You basically don't win any money on him, because he is so overwhelming favorite in French Open and has been over 10 years time. So yes, he is the best on that surface. He is the most dominant on that surface, the most dominant that has ever been on a practical surface like that. I know that, I get that. But that doesn't mean that he is bad on the other surfaces, people. That doesn't mean that he doesn't know to play tennis on the other surfaces, people. And the results shows that. 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open. 5 in Wimbledon, 5 in Australian Open, 4 in US Open. Yes, I know he has not won all of these 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open. Yes, I get it. He has only won 2 Wimbledons of 5 Wimbledon finals. He has only won 1 Australian Open of 5 Australian Open finals. And his best Grand Slam event outside French Open is actually US Open, and which is not a coincidence really, because US Open after French Open is the slowest Grand Slam event in my opinion. Both Wimbledon and Australian Open are the most fastest Grand Slams events. And the slowest is, of course, French Open. And after French Open, the most slowest is US Open. And that's why he has won 3 US Open titles out in 4 finals. So in total, he has only 6 Grand Slam titles outside French Open. 11 French Open titles and 6 Grand Slam titles in all outside French Open. 3 US Open titles, 2 Wimbledon titles, and 1 Australian Open titles. But he has played 14 final people, 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open. So that doesn't show us that he's bad, because if he was bad, he would lose in the 3rd or 4th round or quarterfinals, or at least he would have not played 14 Grand Slam finals outside French Open. 14 Grand Slam finals are a really high number, people. Are a really high number. You can't impossible say and call a player like that he is only a clay court specialist. He's only good on clay and he is bad on the other surfaces. No, people. Stop calling Rafa Nadal he's only a clay court specialist. He's only good on clay and not on the other surfaces. You can call a player like Thomas Muster, Alex Corretja, Gustavo Kuerten for only clay court specialist, but definitely not Rafa Nadal, people. And people who call Rafa Nadal only a clay court specialist or only good on clay, it's 2 kind of people who does that. In my opinion, only 2 kind of people. People who really doesn't understand tennis, 1, and people who really hate Rafa Nadal and always wishes him to lose. I am not a Nadal fan, but it doesn't mean that I hate him or I'm gonna make predictions or I'm gonna make tennis talk that are unfair to him. No, I'm not never gonna do that, people. I have told you guys before, I'm gonna tell you again. When I talk tennis, I'm gonna be brutal honest, people. No matter who it is. Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, or David Ferrer, or Thomas Berdych. No matter who it is, I'm always gonna give my honest opinion about everybody, people. And I'm giving you my honest opinion about Rafa Nadal, even though I am not his biggest fan. But I will always be honest, people. And that was my opinion about Rafa Nadal. Is he only a clay court specialist or not? And my answer to that is definitely not, people. He is not only a clay court specialist. He is not only good on clay. He is best on clay. He is most dominant on clay. He is the most overwhelming favorite that we have ever seen in a Grand Slam event. And that is French Open, of course. But that doesn't not mean that he's only good on clay or that he's only a clay court specialist. No way, people. He is good on all surfaces, but he is the best on a practical surface, and that is the red dirt, of course. All right, people, that was my take on about Rafa Nadal. Is he only good on clay or not? And my answer is definitely not, people. He's good on all surfaces, but the best, of course, on clay. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.